Well, I believe it was Beyonce who said a woman with a lipstick in her hand can take over the world. And living proof of that is my next guest. This is Amber from Basalaj Beauty. Welcome to the studio.
Hi, Monique. Thank you so much for having me.
So lovely to have you here. Now, I have to say, I'm a big fan. I've been stalking you online. I love this brand. Tell me, where did you begin with Basalaj Beauty?
Well, I mean, it started 6 years ago, I guess, just in the bedroom of your house, like doing your makeup and things like that. But I mean, growing up, for me as a little girl, makeup was quite important. It was something that I saw my mum doing. She was an Avon lady, and then she did Amway and all of those things, Tupperware, Park Lane, jewellery. So I guess, seeing that has always inspired me that makeup and fashion to me is a representation of who you are. And it's kind of like gives you the confidence to be the best version of yourself. So yeah, 6 years ago, I had the opportunity to finally do what was my dream, and that's Basalaj Beauty. So we started formulating, and here we are.
That's so cool. Now, my understanding is you're an engineer by trade. Is that right?
Yeah, I've been in engineering for about 15 years, so totally different industry to this. But what it did teach me is being in a world that's traditionally male-dominated, to carve out that confidence and empowerment was super important. And I did that through my fashion and through the beauty. So I guess it just teaches you to be a lot more resilient and to, have your own voice, and that you can do anything, even when, you tend to be the Lone Ranger, I guess, in the group. So, I had so much fun doing that, and it is a strange leap into this on the outside, but it's who I am. Beauty's been something that's followed me my whole life, so I'm just so thankful to finally be able to do something like this.
This is so amazing. So let's talk about the process of creation for you. You've got a really strong, very powerful look to your brand.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? What's your dream space? What does it look like in there?
Well, I guess that's exactly what I mean. Like, for me, it's important to feel empowered. And when I look at colours, and not just through my packaging, but the inspiration is colours in our clothing and how that impacts your mood and how you approach each day, even just down to the interior design of your house and what colours you have on your wall. I just think it's so important. So when I built Basalaj Beauty, there was nothing else but red that came to mind. It's one of my favourite colours.
It's such a powerful colour.
Exactly. It signifies two opposing emotions for me. One is love, which is really soft and, I guess for me, the feminine side of the brand, and then the powerful strength, which, empowerment, confidence and strength is the underpin of Basalaj Beauty. So the colour really resonates that for me. I want women and people to be able to look at this brand when it's on their counter and just feel inspired from the first moment they get up in the morning.
I love that.
Yeah, I just think it's really important for our mood and how we tackle the day.
I so agree. Now, I have to say, though, it's a tough market because the beauty market is really crowded with lots of brands fighting for attention. So what do you think makes your product range different? I know we're going to have a quick try of the product, but what do you think really stands out? Why is it so different from others?
Well, I mean, straight away, the packaging's totally different. That's super obvious. I don't often, that's usually self-explanatory because of that, and it is just so different. I love neutrals from a makeup perspective, but I'm sick of the neutral world. So I think the vibrancy of the brand, I think the formulations are just second to none. Like, they are amazing. I spent 6 years formulating them. It was super important to me that they were the best or matched the best that the world has to offer. So although the packaging, most people, we send it out and before they've even tried the product, it's on Instagram or whatever because they're unboxing it and they're so excited, and it's a whole beautiful ceremony of packaging that by the time you get to the formulations, it's like, blowing you away again, because the product's actually amazing as well. But I also think, you know, when you do something you're passionate and you love, it doesn't matter who else is out there, you're you.
Yes.
And there's nobody else like you. So it's important that if you want to do something, you stay true to yourself, and everything else is just, it doesn't matter. You forge ahead and do what it is that you want to do and achieve.
Brilliant. I totally agree. There's a great quote by Dr. Seuss who said, "No one is you within you." So I can see that you've embodied that in this. And I love the power of the product and the fact that, especially now with the trend of more men wearing makeup, I think it has that appeal across all genders.
Yeah. Totally.
So beautiful, beautiful. So let's try. You said the product's really good. So let's have a quick try of some of these products. Now, I know that there's a lot of products tonally and colour-wise that are quite hard to create. So say, for example, in your beautiful eyeshadow palettes and stuff, black is always a really hard colour. So let's talk about that colour.
So again, like when I was formulating these, there were so many things that went into it. One,
yes, we'll pick it up.
I built it for travel. I travel a lot and I got sick of carrying a whole bunch of palettes. So it was important to me that I had something super universal that you could just take, one, lightweight, and a variety of colour ways. Two, the blue. Blue is such an underrated colour that sometimes people are scared of it. They put it in a time and place. For me, from a formulation perspective, blue is the toughest colour to actually make because it goes chalky and dusty. So a lot of the blues on the market are really, they dust up on your eyes and they're not really nice to the touch, and they don't have high pigment. So I spent a long time formulating these. You can touch it. And it's super creamy, but the pigments are amazing.
Oh, wow.
And one of the fun ones we did was this duochrome, which we called 1985, and it actually comes out as a silver, but the quality, it's like a cream to powder feel.
Wow.
But it won't crease on your eyes because I've got the deeper set eyes. I used to get creasing. So I tried to just basically fix a bunch of challenges. The other one is our Maverick, which is our black. You don't have to touch it very hard and you will get an intense amount of black. So our makeup artists love this black. It is definitely one of the blackest blacks I've seen. The challenge with blacks
I'm just going to twist your arm a little bit so the camera can see. That is absolutely unbelievable. If you are a makeup addict like I am, you'll know how challenging that is. That is incredible, Amber.
Yeah, and the fact that it doesn't go to the blue, which is what predominantly happens when you're building a black, it gets the navy undertone.
Of course.
Yeah, there's some really cool formulations in there. They're really universal. We use some of these. If you've only got one, we can use all of these as eyeliners because they just stay so long and they are just so thick in their pigment that they're amazing. This one here we use as a blush and a highlighter as well.
It's a gorgeous rose pink.
Yeah, you can get quite a few uses out of one palette. Our lipsticks, they're one of our cult faves, I guess. The thing about our lipsticks is they're anti-aging. So they have concentrated vitamin C, which is super good, vitamin E, and jojoba oil. And the reason I did that is I love a matte lipstick, but I don't like the drying and I get really chapped lips. So I spent quite a while formulating these to get the matte finish, but without the dryness. And it just works.
Yeah, but thank goodness for you, because I've had that exact problem with a matte lipstick. I ended up for 2 months with the worst chapped lips. So I am so pleased to hear that your lipstick delivers. Look, I'm really aware that there is so much to talk about this incredible product range. I think we need to do a live demo in the next few weeks. We need to do a full makeup demo, a good 30 minutes to show everybody just how good those products are. How does that sound?
It'd be amazing. I'm happy to do it.
Excellent. So in the meantime, where can people find out about your products?
So we're online at the minute. So obviously www.basalajbeauty.com. And we're also stocked at 10 in the city. So go down and see Jess. She's got 3 locations, 2 in Auckland and 1 in Christchurch. And we're also at Pure Opulence Day Spa in Nelson. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, look, congratulations. I think this is great. I'm looking forward to playing with all this makeup and doing those live demos with you very shortly. Congratulations on all you've achieved. You are an inspiration. Thank you, Amber.
Thank you so much for having me. Your suit is an inspiration.
So is your brand.
Thank you.